It's game time in Los Angeles from the Staples Center. All the crowd ready to go as they look to cheer on the Lakers. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, our Hall of Fame sideline reporter David Aldridge. And a great surprise tonight. Our surprise guest will be in the booth calling the game with us tonight, folks. We have Laker legend, 18-time NBA All-Star Kobe Bryant here at the table. Kobe, thanks for stopping by.
No, thank you. It's a pleasure to see all of you, and thank you for having me.
Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. And they pulled off a three-point win in that one. Too close for comfort, but they'll take it.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Quincy Pondexter, Cody Zeller out there with Moutier, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. Now here's Randall. Kicks it to Lopez. The pass to Ball. Clock at 6. And Lopez throws it down.
Yeah, how about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Hey, Kobe, you know, when you take a look at great NBA rivalries, your mind goes more to the past than the present. I'm not sure why that is, but maybe you can enlighten us why rivalries seem to matter more or were more in our minds from yesteryear as opposed to today.
Because we can recall where we were when.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
the recollection is always more powerful in retrospect, right? I mean, that's always, you remember where you were when, Magic hit that running hook shot.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Some people can remember where they were when Nelson hit that shot that bounced off the back of the rim and almost touched the rafters and fell back in, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I think it's those memories that create a lasting impact. And even though in today's game, you can look at it and say, there's no real rivalries in today's game, there are. But they're only sink in over time.
Mm-hmm. So you think the Cleveland-Golden State rivalry, because the greats are on opposite sides there, will linger and will resonate like that?
Absolutely.
Here's Lopez, following the basket by Emmanuel Moutier. Over Zeller, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. So last season, Kobe, one of the closest MVP races we've had in a long time, came down to Westbrook and Harden. Who did you think was going to win before the results came out, and why?
Yeah, I didn't even stop to think about that because they're both like little brothers to me. So even though I could sit there and say,
LA
okay,
kids too.
Yeah, I know them both extremely well, and they're both extremely deserving of it. So I refuse to split it.
Yeah,
they're both my guys.
And different kinds of games, and both sensational individual players.
Yeah, they're just phenomenal. I mean, they can do so many things in the game, and now I think the next progression for them is to be able to dominate the game off the ball just as much as they can dominate on the ball, right? Because in the playoffs, the defense has a hard time finding them.
And here's Randall, following Emmanuel Moutier's 3. Picked by Randall. Now here's Ingram. Not a lot of room. The shot missing. Talk, Kobe, about some of the great one-on-one scores. You might be the best ever, actually. But when you take a look at the crop now, who are some good guys in that one-on-one category that you like?
Kyrie's sensational.
Yeah, great handle. How about his handle? Like one of the best ever, man.
Yeah, but he can post too, though. I mean, that's the thing is he can post up. He can turn left shoulder. He can turn right shoulder. He can shoot a left-hand jump hook coming across the middle. He can pull up going left. He can pull up going right. He can attack off the handle. Mm-hmm. He can attack off a triple threat. Mm-hmm. He's built the game without any weaknesses. I think most players, should be thankful that he's not 6'6".
You're right, because he'd be Kobe Bryant then. You're right, he'd be Kobe Bryant. But I always thought that, and his dad played big-time college basketball, played in Australia. Your dad played. I mean, there is something inherent, regardless of how much, that comes from the son of a pro player.
Growing up overseas as well.
Well, exactly, in Australia.
Growing up overseas as well. And you look at his game being so fundamentally sound and having the basic structure. There's a lot to be said for that.
Absolutely.
We talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Nance comes in for Randall. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Ball. Kobe, that fadeaway jump shot of yours is such a foundational part of your game. What's the key to that particular shot? And who's carrying the torch for that shot now?
Well, yeah, the fadeaways. There's different ways to shoot the fadeaway. There's a Hakeem Olajuwon way of shooting the fadeaway. There's a Michael way of shooting the fadeaway.
Oscar used to do it. I know you.
Oscar used to do it quite a bit. So I try to use bits and pieces from each, depending on the defender that I'm facing. But yeah, there's certain players that are carrying that shot now. LeBron shoots the fadeaway quite often, as does KD. He shoots it a lot. Clay will shoot it. Kawhi will shoot it quite a bit off of pull-up jumpers and things of that sort. So there are a lot of players doing it.
That one is off.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better.
1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Well, Kobe, you look at all the former Defensive Player of the Year, and they're almost always big men. You were a 9-time first-team all-defensive selection in the NBA. Do you think guards sometimes get overlooked at the impact they have in a game and a play?
Yeah, they definitely do.
All the time, huh?
I think the bigs have a huge responsibility in protecting the rim, and those things are very easy to measure.
Right, block shots,
blocks,
and exactly,
rebounding,
altering
shots or defensive rebounds. For guards, it's tougher. But still in all, there's some guards out there who have done it. Michael and Gary Payton and Kawhi Leonard. I count him as a guard. They're just phenomenal defensive players.
Where does that mindset come from? That defensive mindset when you're an offensive gifted player like yourself?
Well, I think that's a truly competitive person. Some players will call themselves competitive, but you're not truly competitive if you only compete at one end of the floor. That's not what true competitive people do.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
For Detroit, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Burke, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. He doesn't get the second one. And McGee kicks to Clark. Nailed from three-point land. Clark's got 5.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
There's the screen. Barbosa dishes to Burke. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Burke's got his first points in this one.
Well, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
McDermott got that bucket in no time at all.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
For Los Angeles, they have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Detroit leading by 5. Shot and game clock separated by 5. McGee, the pass to Kufis. Feeds it to Temple. From deep, another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Burke. He's covered closely. Nance outside. Shoots over McDermott. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him that. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
And so it's Detroit, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about... Detroit leading by 6. Kobe, for a guy like yourself who made an incredible amount of three-point shots during your career, what is it like watching Steph Curry? Just how much has he changed the league? It was always watching the dunks of Jordan. Now we got kids that want to shoot the ball from distance.
Yeah. Shooting the ball from distance now has kind of become like a home run in baseball, right? Where it's exciting to watch the ball in flight. I think it's great because it just adds more love to the game, more things that players could do or kids can do that can't dunk. Right? It's like dunking was the thing, right? But now the kids that can't dunk, there's something else that's fun. There's something else that's entertaining, like shooting threes. Right? So
but boy, great. That takes a lot of work. Huh?
Yeah, it sure does. I mean, it's a lot of repetition.
Hundreds of shots daily.
Yeah, and it's a lot of repetition. I mean, Steph, you watch him out there playing and making all these shots. he's put in hours and hours and hours of hard work and continues to do so.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Ian Clark out there with Garrett Temple. Then it's McDermott. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Koufos in at the 4 slot. From 10 feet out. Pass to McGee. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Well, the height advantage in this matchup becomes a big factor when he's in the low box.
Lakers trail by 5. With that three-point shooting on the rise, Kobe, if you were coming into the league right now, would you try to lean more in that direction than the incredible acrobat that you were when you were in your prime?
It depends who I was playing against. Mm-hmm. I try to build my game to be able to do all those things.
And you could. I mean, you're like one of the few guys that could do all that.
Yeah, so it just depends on who I was matching up against, which determines then how I would try to punish the defense.
I like that one.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a softer one. And I was like, punish is a good one.
You're honest.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Burke kicks to Nance. Down low. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Barbosa. Kobe, you played in a big market like Los Angeles, one of the biggest in the world, but many are saying that market size matters less and less into the future of the NBA. Do you agree with that?
Well, in a certain aspect, yes, because of the digital age that we live in. I mean, the world is considerably smaller. You have access to market at the touch of a button.
So we see Milwaukee Bucks highlights with Antetokounmpo as much as we would see a Kobe Bryant highlight with Los Angeles.
Absolutely. Yeah. But still, fundamentally, to play in a market like Los Angeles, Los Angeles being the entertainment capital of the world, New York being the great market as well, it's hard to top those no matter how digitally enhanced our society becomes.
Kobe, a big part of the talent evaluation today is the psychological impact and that aspect, which I think will lead teams toward one prospect over another. If you were looking for personality traits in players and you were making that decision for a team, what trait would you value the most in a player?
No, curiosity. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's curiosity.
Why so?
Because curious people will always ask why things work or don't work.
And you were a big why asker.
You have to, because that's the only reason you win, is when you can figure out why things happened or didn't happen. Right? If you lose a game, a curious person won't point the finger. A curious person will say, well, why did we lose? Instead of just saying them. Right. They're going to go back and check the film and ask questions. Okay, why did we mess up there? Why did we blow that coverage there?
Well, Kobe, more and more front offices around the NBA embracing analytics. At the same time, a lot of veteran executives who have kind of the old-time group have been somewhat critical of that approach. Which side do you take on that?
Well, I mean, I think there's use for analytics. What they do is they tell you what's happening or what's happened. But you still need the keen eye to be able to understand why they happen. And that's what numbers can't tell you.
Put some meaning in back of the numbers.
Exactly, right? It's tough to understand if you see a player shooting this percentage. There's the first 5 games of the season, he shot X. The last 3 games, he shot Y. And you don't understand why. The numbers will tell you that. But maybe he had something going on at home that was bothering him emotionally.
Yes.
Right? And therefore his focus was elsewhere. And so his shooting percentage went down. Right? The numbers don't show you that. It doesn't show you the emotion of a player.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Ingram's checked in.
You see, to me, Kevin, when he's healthy, Brook Lopez is someone you have to game plan for. This is a huge presence on the floor who uses his length, his size to great advantage.
Paul with a wide open look and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Moutier with the basket.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight, efficient and effective.
Now, here's Ball, defended by Moutier. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ingram. Ball dishes to Lopez. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The feet to Pondexter. From the arc. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. And we'd like to thank you for stopping by, Kobe. Hope you come back and join us again.
I definitely will. I had a great time, man. Thank you for having me.
And Doris, you've interviewed and seen Kobe so many times through the years. How different was it hearing him in this broadcast environment?
Well, not surprisingly, his incredible basketball intellect came to bear. This guy has an attention to detail and a passion for the game that maybe is unparalleled.
In the corner, it's Ingram. Offensive rebound, Lopez. Here's Randall. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Lakers trail by 4. Ball, the pass to Caldwell Pope. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Ingram, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Well, that leadership from Lopez, wanting to get his guys involved with his passing ability.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Moutier with the basket.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Well, it is all about the 3-ball nowadays in the NBA, and when he's hitting from there, it's going to make things very tough on the defense.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating all game at a high level.
It's just so great to see ball movement like this, and he is excellent at getting his teammates involved.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exciting first half indeed. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside checking out Detroit. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the...
And that will wrap up.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Worse. Detroit with the ball. The lead is 2. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. Caldwell Pope is the 2 with Ingram playing small forward. Randall is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. And here's Caldwell Pope. Lopez a screen. Ball kicks to Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. This one for 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Here's Moutier. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Los Angeles now. They trail by 1. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. To the middle. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
And Randall throws it down.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Abrinas kicks to Pondexter. Back to Abrinas. Hits the 3-point bomb. Abrinas has got 5. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. He feeds it to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And with Lopez, he has so many weapons. Right now, he's putting all of them to work.
Pondexter kicks to Zeller. Pick by Zeller. Detroit with a fresh 24. Here's Moutier. Connects from 3-point range. Moutier's got 25 points.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Ball dishes to Caldwell Pope. Got a piece of it. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. The Lakers have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line. And the Lakers with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Randall. Barbosa comes in for Ingram. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Ball. That one falls. And that's now 27 points for Emmanuel Mudiay.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
Barbosa passes to Jack. Caldwell Pope outside. There's the pick. Cloak loose. Zubac kicks to Barbosa. Connects from three-point range. 12 points for him.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Nancy's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Jack. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Passes to Barbosa. Back to Jack. Puts up a three. Connects from three-point range. And the Lakers lead by 2. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Well, McDermott is working on that interior game because he has size and touch.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Barbosa kicks to Caldwell Pope. The dish to Jack. There's the pick. Five on the clock. In the corner, Nance with it. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And truth is, I like what the defense does there, but KCP with the high release, undeterred.
And that one's good by Clark.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Nance a screen. Nance sets a screen for Jack. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Caldwell Pope's got 9 points in the quarter. Here's Clark. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. He misses the free throw. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Trey Burke comes in for Jarrett Jack. So he comes up empty at the line. Here's Burke. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 5-point Laker lead.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
McDermott dishes to McGee. Count that bucket. McGee's got his second bucket of the night.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Nance outside. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine, Kev.
Hits the three-point bomb. Clark's got 16.
Boy, he didn't get much separation, nor did he need it. He buries the 3.
Here's Clarkson. And the Lakers tack on 2 more. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Koufos. Count it.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. In the corner, Nance with it. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Ball's knocked loose. A solo fast break. Here's Clark. Drops in the breakaway layup. Clark's got it all tied up now for Detroit.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets
coming off the steal like it did.
Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the fourth? And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to Sacramento. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. We've got Ian Clark. JaVale McGee is out there with Kosta Koufos. Then it's McDermott. And it's Temple in at the 2. Shots good by Clarkson.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down. That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Detroit. Pondexter comes in for Doug McDermott. To take the lead, Temple can't get it to go.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. They'll take that every time.
And a lot of scoring here late, but there hasn't been any defense to speak of.
Yeah, this game has not exactly been a coach's delight. Both teams run ragged at the defensive end.
Pondexter's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Burke kicks to Clarkson. Here's Ingram, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Love how Ingram toys with the opposition, drawing contact very easily on these kinds of attempts.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Lopez comes in for Larry Nance. And Ball subbed in for Burke. And then for Detroit, Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Alex Abrinas comes in for Garrett Temple. And it's Moutier in for Ian Clark. The Lakers trail. Knocks it loose. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. They swipe it. Here's Moutier, and he finishes the break with a lay-in. And now it's a 3-point Detroit lead.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Ingram kicks to Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And the passing of Ingram, setting up his teammates and distributing the ball effortless.
And there's Zeller, and that's good on the assist by Pondexter. Pondexter's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Ball, the pass to Randall. And it's Lopez at the elbow. The 3, and another 3 for the Lakers.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, and when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Shots good by Hernan-Gomez.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ball kicks to Randall. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Back to Clarkson, picked by Randall. Clarkson with the ball. Picked by Randall. Shot clock at 6. Floats one up. Got a hand on it. Here's Abrinas. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Gasping for air and giving limited effort on the defensive end. Right now it's all about the offense. Boy, the shooting has been off the charts.
Here's Pondexter. Here's Moutier. Another three for Detroit.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Picked by Randall. Ingram wide open. Again, Los Angeles.
And after playing 1 year at Duke, Ingram is used to providing big baskets for his club, just dominating with ease in these moments.
A nice shot by Pondexter. Lakers trail by 5. Ball dishes to Ingram. He kicks it to Lopez. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Doesn't matter what point of the game, stress, pressure, Brook Lopez makes it anyway.
Now Clarkson got a piece of it. And so the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last. And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Detroit leading by 3. Moutier with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. A nice shot by Zeller.
I'll tell you, good work to pound it down low and finish in tight.
Ball kicks to Randall. Here's Caldwell Pope. And that one drops.
And how about the poise Caldwell Pope displayed on that possession? They needed an important basket, and he was ready and willing.
That one good for 2. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody...
Whoa!
Goodness. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep him focused.
Lopez with the steal. Caldwell Pope outside. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
No doubt. You love seeing him knock down the clutch basket.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Ingram. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And how about the focus of Ingram? Not getting overtaken by the heat of the moment, nailing the shot in the face of the defender. It feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team.
And Caldwell Pope not letting the pressure of the moment affect his focus. Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, guys, that'll seal it for sure, right? Terrific job keeping his concentration and knocking those down.
Absolutely no fear in this young fella. When the game is close, you want the ball in Ball's hands.
And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin,